Yo, hi guys, I'm Kuno. This is just a quick little guide for a 3.2 Beastry League. This is hardcore solo self-found. Just a quick little guide to help people start a new one, really. Start leveling quickly. 'Cause you don't really get any good items really that you can play around with. Do some crazy kind of builds, so this is something just to start you off. Really tanky, really defensive. This is a champion duelist. What you want to do is get a lot of block rate. So let's look at the ascendancy quick. So you get a lot of attack speed and one-handed damage with this ascendancy class. So the block rate is going to scale quite high. So this is on normal lab. You can't be stunned when you block most of the hits as well, and I think I've got over about 50% so far. Yeah, 56. And then once you got that, you I mean, the counter attacks you don't really worry about so much because it doesn't do that much damage. And then when you get into cruel lab, you start stacking a lot more block each time you block. And your physical damage is what you really want to stack for your attacks. So it works with a lot of things, but I've gone with Sunder for this one. So I've gone Sunder. I think Chance to Bleed, you're mostly going to have a 4 link when you start, so I won't worry about Chance to Bleed. You can put Maim in there as well, but I've got that on Reckoning. So you have Sunder, Melee, Multi-Strike, and Ruthless. That's going to be your main skill throughout the game. This allows you to space away from a lot of enemies and still be able to hit them. And then your movement skill. You can use Lead Slam, but because you're using your shield, just use Shield Charge. You have that Shield Charge linked with Fortify. This reduces a lot of physical damage you take from melee attacks, and then faster attack support. So you can just travel around maps pretty quick. And then you get cast on damage taken. You stack that with a Mortal Call and Molten Shell. I've done that twice. With also Warlord's Mark and Tempest Shield for more block chance, and you're going to be doing some lightning damage as well, not a lot, each time you block. And then I've got Reckoning as well. Because you block a lot of the time, you're just going to be constantly pushing that out. And then I've got that with Maim. That slows the enemies down a lot. You can also do Fortify, maybe even Leech Life, just to keep your life up. But with these, your stats, you pretty much want to get physical damage, attack speed, and your armor as well, and stack life or just life, and then strength is going to be your main stat. So if we go through the passive tree quick, I've started off here. You don't really need to worry about attack speed or the accuracy here from, because you're going to go for Resolute Technique, so you never miss, you're always going to hit, and this is going to keep your life leech up constantly. When you go crit, you really need to put a lot of points into crit, otherwise there's no point, and yeah, I wouldn't really worry about it. So yeah, life, more attack. Life regen is pretty good for chaos damage, because there's not that much chaos mitigation when you're a life build. So you only, I mean, when you have a minus 60 at merciless level, yeah, you really feel it. So if you can get a couple of pieces and try and get that as close as to 0% as possible, you won't really notice any damage when you're leeching a lot of life. But the main thing to worry about is your elemental resistances. The cap is 75% normally, so for example, if you take a 10,000 damage hit, 75% off of that, so it will be 2,500 damage. so you won't get one shot from most things. Because Shaper, I think his balls, they do about 10,000, 11,000 cold damage each, so you won't get one shot when you get hit by those. And there's not a lot of elemental mitigation in the game. There's a lot of physical mitigation, evasion, and armor. But with your elemental, you definitely want to keep these as high as you can get them. Never skimp out, because if you get a curse on you and you get minus 40% resistance, you're just going to get one shot by everything. And that's why in your ascendancies, I got this in Merciless, so your block chances also turned into spell block. It's really good, but you don't really need to worry about it when you're leveling through to Act 10, because most of the damage mitigation will just be through the resistances here, and you just get that on your armor as you go. Just make sure it's up there, then you won't get one shot if you get pissed off. So with your weapon, you're mainly going to be using either an axe or a mace. With these, you want increased physical percentage, and then you want a flat physical damage, and then increased attack, and this will increase your DPS overall. I got pretty lucky, I guess, with this, because you're not really able to buy what you want in a solo self-found. So you get it prolongs the game quite a lot. So with your armor as well, you just want to stack armor and evasion. If you have evasion, you get iron reflexes as well. This converts all your evasion into armor, so you end up with quite a high physical resistance here. And then with your flasks, if you can get, if I say this right, Basalt. This is better than the Granite. The 3000 armor will increase quite a lot, but this, I wouldn't trust this number so much. But this is actually a hard number, at 15% overall physical reduction. But with most of those up, I'm almost at 8% there. And then with your damage, I've got an Onslaught and a Sulphur Flask. I usually just keep that up when I'm moving as well, because that helps with your shield charge. Keeps you moving. It's pretty good. So yeah, you want all the life, and then the strength stat you get as well will increase your HP pool and your physical damage. Go around here. This will increase your physical damage, so you're just aiming for physical. I wouldn't worry about elemental damage so much. If you can get it, it's quite nice, but you're mostly going to be scaling it this way. And all the block, you want to get every single block that you can. I think it caps out at 75%, and then they've just changed the ascendancy, so you get a +4 maximum. It's quite hard to get without certain items and getting every single one on the tree. But you will struggle getting it maxed out on a solo self-found. But each time you block, it goes up quite nicely. You want to go down here, get more life. Don't worry about your jewels so much. If you can get really nice ones along the way, it's a bonus, but this is more end game when you can actually roll for them. Once again, you want to be going for physical attack speed and block chance if you can get it as well. And then down here, get a lot of block. And then your damage ailments, that's for bleeding. So it's pretty nice. Go along here. This node here will help with your mana problems. And then your life leech as well. And then I've got Warlord's Mark on cast on damage taken, so that will help cap your life leech. Then I moved on to the Marauder side. You get a lot of life regen, a lot of life around here, and then you get more block. This node's really good, 45% pretty much. This is 15 lightning, 15 cold, 15 fire, so it fills out any resistances you can't get quite nicely. And then you can just take that off when you get past it. If you can get up to 165% for maps, it's really good, because then you can do elemental weakness, curse maps. And then, alright, go this way as quick as you can. You can even skip these life nodes here. Go around, get the one-handed attack. This is a lot of attack speed, ailment, and physical damage. And then get resolute techniques. You don't really need it till around, I think, level 50 or so. You'll find you'll start missing a lot more. It'll go down to like 80%. It's up to you. If you're low on health, go up here and get the Scion health nodes, and the attack speed's really nice for moving around. More block height here once you go onto the ranger side. See, there's a lot of block here. That also increases your physical attack. And then here as well, attack speed, and then physical damage and block chance. It's more block with physical damage. And then life as well. This is only because I haven't got enough in, but once I do I will remove this. So that's the passive tree. On your life flask, if you can get instant recovery on low life, it's the best one, because you'll find most hits that'll kill you will be large. You'll get hit twice by large hits, and that will usually kill you. But on that first hit, if you can hit it and get back up to full health, you're fine. What is it? There we go. Papillon. I mean, I've gone from remove bleeding, but you can also go onto the chaos damage taken if you can't get any chaos res on your gear. And then for the major ones, I've gone for Self Solaris. It's mostly because of the AoE damage. You'll find that a lot of the harder hitting bosses that will kill you, their slams and things like that, will be AoE attacks, and it also helps with the detonate dead, because that will kill you. Say detonate dead totem blows a boss up. It's more than likely going to kill you. It's pretty good. And then yeah, try and get as much life and stats as possible. Oh, rip. Oh man, that's brutal. Fuck that. With your shield, yeah, more stats for your resistances, life. Armor's pretty nice. You don't have to worry about it too much though. You'll be blocking most of the damage anyway. But yeah. And this has got me up to, what am I? Level 85. I'm only doing low tier maps at the moment, but I've had no struggles at all with this character. But this is the first one I've had on solo self-found, so with your mana reservation, Hatred and Herald of Ash as well, they're increased by physical damage as a percentage, so you're increasing your physical attack damage as much as you can, so that'll be boosting them. Hatred, that's 35%, I think that's level 19. Same with this Herald of Ash, it's 15%. It help, and the explosions help with the clear speed. You're not the quickest map clearer, but you'll do it safely. Yeah. So if you want to watch me stream, link below. Twitch, it's Kuno Long. I've been playing since early 2013. Yeah, I've got about 5,000 hours, so check out some of my other videos as well. Softcore League posted a few recently, just doing some hard maps, corrupted ones. I think there's a Shaper Kill on the Guardians, but yeah. Hope this helps new players, and yeah, see you around.